Hello, viewers. So we are back at recording in the sunshine again, which is always
After a
pleasant
long
after a
time.
long time, after probably 8, 9 months. And it's always good to be in the sunshine. And what's better than experiencing Deora from Coke Studio Bangla in this uplifting mood, I would say.
And yeah, and what an epic, epic track.
We cannot emphasize more. I think we should talk about it after listening to it because I'm looking forward to it and you are looking forward to it as well. It's you want to.
Also, we are a tiny bit late
Yes, we are.
on being able to sit down together and listen to it together. But I'm also glad that I have had time to listen to it a few times and being able to digest it.
Mhm.
Why? I will share it later on. So, should we jump into it?
Without further ado, I think we should get started.
Or, all right, three, two, one, play.
Coke Studio Bangla, Season 2.
Visual experience, audio experience, everything.
Everything.
এত সুরে রঙিন সোনার তরি কোথায় গেলে পাবে যতবারে ফিরি ঘরে
What
তো
beautiful voice.
ভরে
I'll tell you an anecdote about his voice in a bit. I love the choreography. I love it.
Everything.
And my favorite bassist. Absolutely moves, you know.
আরে হাতে লাগে বেতারে হাত চাইরা দেও সোনার দেওরা রে আরে হাতে লাগে বেতারে হাত চাইরা দেও সোনার দেওরা রে আইরে আমরার বাড়ি আইসা দেওরা বসতে দেব ফিরা হাই হাই বসতে দেব
This melody we have heard before from Deora, I think.
আর জলপান করিতে দেব শালিক দানের সিরা রে হাত চাইরা দেও সোনার দেওরা রে আরে হাতে লাগে বেতারে হাত চাইরা দেও সোনার দেওরা রে
ভাবি আমার পরি আছে লাল রঙের শাড়ি ভাবি আমার পরি আছে লাল রঙের শাড়ি দুই হাতেতে পরি আছে রেশমি গাছের চুড়ি ও পাতে বাবলা গাছের ফুল কানে ঝুলিতেছে ঝুমকা নামের দুল
আরে আজকে মোরা বাইসাল বাইসি মনেরই মতন
I absolutely love the beat. So addictive.
দেখো বাইস খালিয়া এবার কিন্তু জীবন করবো সার্থরে আইরে আগালায়ের বইটার সাথে মারবে তোমরা টান আর ঝড় তুফান আসিলে কিন্তু নৌকা যাবে চলি রে হাত ছেড়া দাও সোনার দেওরা রে আরে হাতে লাগে বেতারে হাতে লাগে বেতারে হাত ছেড়া দাও সোনার দেওরা রে এত সুরে রঙিন সোনার তরি কোথায় গেলে পাবে যতবারে ফিরি ঘরে তবু ভরে নামো তাতে যতবারে ফিরি ঘরে তবু ভরে নামো তাতে
I can't get enough.
Oh, damn. I love his costume of Kakashi Sensei.
Yeah.
So the first thing I noticed was he's pulling off Kakashi Sensei. I mean, not only wardrobe, but he's pulling it
Pulling
off
it off.
really well. And
Absolutely.
if he had the mask of Kakashi Sensei, you wouldn't even know
No.
real from fake. Although that's a cartoon character or anime character, right?
Yeah.
But this is if someone needs to cast Kakashi, Pritam is the one.
Pritam is the one.
All right, all right, all right. So I mean, this. I think we are bursting to say a lot of the things,
Many things. There are many
right?
things to talk
Many
about.
things. All right. So let me put in a little bit disclaimer. The first time I heard it, it's epic from all angles. Epic, right? Each single individual element was epic, although together it didn't make sense to me. You know, it didn't. Individually, everything was top notch. When it came together, I just couldn't make sense of it. All right, I'm gonna build on top of that. I'm gonna leave a little bit of suspense here. So you go.
I mean, for me, I listened to it instantly when it was released, and you know my reaction. I was instantly in love with this particular track. If you would have asked me who are the artists for me personally, for whom you are most excited about this season, I would have said
Absolutely, Pritam was one, right?
I would have said Megdal and Pritom Hasan in the blink of an eye. Since the time the trailer or promo was launched, I was looking forward to listening to Megdal's work and Pritam Hasan's work. And the best thing about this particular season is that Arnob is giving liberty to the musicians to compose the entire track on their own as well. And here, the composer is Pritam Hasan. And I mean, there's so many things to talk about from musical standpoint to the visual standpoint. But I'll just begin with by saying that I wouldn't literally shy away in saying that I enjoyed the performance of Pritam Hasan and the choir the most in this particular track. The most. Every time Pritam sung the ode or his tribute to uh, different genres of music, it sounds so beautiful in his voice and it literally feels like he is paying a tribute to all those beautiful
Absolutely.
genres. There's a part of the lyrics which I keep mentioning during the video as well that we should read the caption, and I simply can't get enough. It literally translates to this particular part as I can't get enough of it. I think it was singing Borena Montate, something like that. And literally, he has sung that line so beautifully that it feels like he's craving for more, the way he has sung it. So, I mean, that was the standout thing for me in this particular track. There are many things to go with it, but I mean, I probably would be short on time. You go, then we'll discuss it further.
All right. So that's the first thing I noticed, apart from Pritam and his wardrobe, his costume, and all. Uh, I didn't read the description. I didn't anything. The first thing that came to my mind was the music production has written Pritam on it all over.
Oh, yeah.
Everything.
Signature.
Uh, this sound was Pritam, signature Pritam, right? The way the synths were used, the way the beat was created, it was Pritam, all in
All
all,
over.
right?
Yeah.
So we already, I think, from the people who know us and who have seen us watch Pritam's previous work, Morijak, Shurotar Shish Tike, two of them that we have heard. We absolutely not only love Pritam's voice, we also love his sense of music. His taste in music, the way he constructs music, arranges music, right? All right. I shared this track with people I know here, right? And I mean, folks who are, of course, ignorant or they don't know or they are not aware of Bangla music. The first thing and the only thing they mentioned were Pritam's voice. That they were mesmerized with Pritam's voice, right? And how could they not? And if they wouldn't, I would be questioning their hearing capabilities, right? So beautiful voice. But anyways, so music, brilliant, absolutely. I'm not gonna go into the what this signifies, what they are celebrating and all, because everything is written in the description. Go
Description.
watch the original video, go read the description if you are not aware, right? It's all there. And another thing that stood out to me is the choir, as you mentioned. Now, the choir is arranged by Armeen
Armin
Musa
Musa. Yeah.
again, and she has taken the experience from Sagavasi. So she was also there for Coke Studio Tamil
Tamil.
track called Sagavasi, and she arranged the track in a very very similar manner, where she had altos, sopranos,
Sopranos. Soloists.
tenors, and the choir was arranged in a pretty much same manner, right? And she has taken that experience here, and the execution is even better.
Better.
So in Sagavasi, it was very nice. The track, the message, we already loved it. If you haven't seen us watch that particular track, Sagavasi, you can watch it here. I'm gonna link it. But she has taken that experience and like elevated it quite some notches,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Brilliant execution. The way it is sounding with Pritam's the harmony with Pritam. I mean, his own voice is brilliant, right?
Brilliant.
But
Brilliant
then you have a choir behind him, and that just
Taking.
lifts everything.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna talk about arrangement. It's brilliant. Everything is brilliant. In individual capacity, especially. Now, the first few times I heard it, I just couldn't make sense of it. I thought that it just, first of all, to me it didn't sound like a song. It sounded like a celebration rather, right?
Yes, it is.
So it is a celebration, right? But what I meant by not being a song, first of all, from Coke Studio, it's coming on a platform that has set the bar so high. Coke Studio, right? You expect certain standards, you expect certain level of quality, certain level of the tracks would have some time testing capabilities. They would remain relevant for a long time. To me, the previous track that Coke Studio dropped,
Darale Duare.
that is a song that can be played over and over and over and over and over. You wouldn't get tired of it, right? And they have taken an existing lyrics, track, melody, and made something out of it that is even more brilliant. Like words cannot describe it. We love it to bits. This particular track, I thought that this would be played in these times when they are celebrating the certain festivals, right?
Yeah.
What would it stand the test of time? Because initially it sounded to me like a mashup of multiple songs. It just sounded like a mashup of different songs. The fan base creates, they take multiple songs and they create a mashup. Certain mashups come out very well, right? I pointed out that there was this melody sung by, what was his name? What was his name?
Fazlu Majhi?
No, the other person, the other vocalist, Islamuddin
Islamuddin Palakar.
Palakar.
Yeah.
Right, I said that I've heard that melody before. I think from Nadi Deora from IPDC. I think they have taken the same. I think it's a folk song, or they have taken the folk element, so melody probably remains same. So that's why it gave me a perception of like it being a mashup. Probably yes, it probably is. Right. So that bugged me a lot. That disturbed me a lot. I thought that okay, it is epic. It sounds very well done, but it might not be a song. Also, the song from Megdo, right?
Bono BB.
Epic and visually epic. There were episodes that were epic, right? But would it be played again and again? Would it be, look, would it become a
Yeah.
stable? Like, yeah, for me, Chilte Road, Tiare Duarle, right? Songs like that. Bulbuli, Prarthana comes to my mind, right? So that's what my conflict was. But then I kept hearing it and hearing it, and I just come to appreciate what Pritam has done. It is still, I still think that it sounds more like a mashup. I still think that it is more shiny or more glittery than needed, maybe. Individually, I loved all. So I love the choreography. I absolutely loved it. I enjoy it. I do it. I want to be part of it. I enjoyed the singular elements, the folks standing on a boat singing and and choreographing. Absolutely loved it. I love Pritam part. I love his voice. I love the choir. So that was my conflict, and I'm still coming to terms with it.
Well, I completely understand when you make a point about the time test. Um, I still feel that this could pass the time test because of the intentional mashup that they have done, because it is a celebratory song. It is about
Yes,
festivities, obviously. It is targeted for a specific occasion, which probably would not pass the time test always. So let's say if you create an anthem for sports or cricket, for instance, right?
absolutely,
It would be
absolutely,
played on occasion. It would be played in stadiums. It would be played in the
absolutely.
festivities around the event itself. So for that reason, I understand your point. But I, coming from an entirely unknown territory, uncharted territory, I would say I don't understand the lyrics completely. But even though I am listening to it back and again, as you know, I probably have told you that I have listened to this track multiple times because of the way it has been created. Even if it's even if I don't think of it as an anthem, I would still listen to it. But that's just me. Again, a subjective
No,
thing.
no. It's this. I totally agree. So coming from the previous track,
Hmm.
I probably was still high on that track,
Hmm.
and there are tracks that meant to be, they are designed to be uh, created in a manner where you enable folks to hum.
Hmm.
You enable folks to sing it. You enable folks to sing it in different settings, in easier settings. You're sitting with your friends, you're in a
There you
college
go.
setting, you're
Yeah.
on a beach around a bonfire, you would be able to sing it. And then there are certain tracks that are not designed to be sung that way. So for example, this track, this particular song, would it is it hummable? Maybe not. Is it easier to sing in simpler settings? Maybe not. But is it designed to be played in a stadium full of people? Absolutely yes. Is it designed to be played in a concert or a festival setting that would help the crowd rile up, move, dance, and enjoy? Absolutely.
Hmm.
Right? The choreography is so simple. It's so simple that anyone can practice and do it.
Hmm.
And that's the beauty of it, right?
Yep.
So that was my conflict, and I'm still coming to terms with
Yeah.
that this is more of a celebration than a song,
Hmm.
and as is, it is epic,
It is
absolutely epic.
epic. Yeah. I mean, it.
Although one last thing that I want to mention, that I think I had expectations from Pritom Hasan to come up with a brilliant melody that he is known for, right?
Always.
And I think the if what he came up with was very different,
Hmm.
brilliant in its own manner,
Hmm.
but very, very different. I think it's. I had this. I was waiting for for Pritam to come on CS,
Hmm.
Coke Studio for so long, and was hoping for an epic melody with the sound quality, the arrangement, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
The sound arrangement, sorry, the arrangement, the sound quality, the production quality, everything is there,
Hmm.
but very different. I think opposite to, not opposite, but different to my expectations.
Hmm.
Um, Still extremely enjoyable. I was absolutely moving to it.
Yeah, yeah, of course. If we just put the lens um of an sports enthusiast for now, for the time being, if we just
Yeah.
think of it as an anthem.
So this, last evening I was thinking in exactly those terms. When I say that individually everything was epic, but together it wasn't working, I was thinking about the World 11 versus Australia. In
Mm,
past, when Australia was at the peak,
mm,
they used to play against World 11, where you would have all the superstars, all the best players from other teams, right? And you'd have Sachin, you have
mm,
Wasim Akram, you have Muralidharan, you have all the players in that team World 11, and you expect that having those talent, having those superstars, they should be able to beat Australia. They never could. They never could because individually they were brilliant.
mm,
As a team, it just didn't work
mm, mm,
for some reason. And initially, I thought that this is the analogy was fitting this track,
mm.
but probably I was looking at it completely different way. And that's why I said that I'm glad that I have had some time to digest it properly.
Yeah. So if you I get your point, but from for me personally, if you even take it as an anthem, let's just talk about it as an
Absolutely,
anthem. The most what I want to signify over here is the brilliance and the genius that has been put in 3.5 minute song. Mind you, it's not 7 minute song. It's just three and a half minute
yes,
song. And when it comes to anthem, the most crucial aspect for me personally is that it should ignite the fiery passion within fans and not the fans only, but the athletes alike, right? So if the athletes are taking part in the sport and they are actually enjoying the anthem as well, it is really doing something correct if it is the right anthem. This composition is basically a testament um, to the power of music that in a string
absolutely.
it could string emotions, it could unite crowds and encapsulating the spirit of competition as well, because you see the choreography as well, they are mimicking the actions of the boatmen, they are
Absolutely.
rowing it instantly, right? So from the very first note, for me personally, it sweeps you off the feet, taking you to an exhilarating journey. The anthem's opening beats resonate within.
Absolutely.
It has that electrifying energy which sets the stage on fire, and it grabs your attention, leaving you no choice but to surrender that magnetic pull that it had. The beat that you talk about, it had that magnetic pull.
Yes.
And what I want to mention here is that the beats are actually capturing the rhythm of rowing. If you notice,
Yeah,
anyone
yeah.
who has done the rowing in team, not alone, in team, would know that the synchronization between the members is extremely important to pick up their speed. And it is literally mimicking it. If you notice, they have used electronic drums. They are not using the acoustic drums. They're using electronic drums in this particular track because the I personally feel, I'm not a music producer, but the sound of acoustic drum is more sharp, and it basically is when you play the electronic drums, the notes at the end are a bit crisp in a sense that they are shaved off a bit, and in this particular case, it had to match the beats that were played by Pritam as well, and it was brilliant in terms of the arrangement and composition. I felt it was brilliant
I I
job
do
done,
have to mention that the bassist also carried the
brilliantly,
whole beat.
whole beat.
My absolute favorite bassist is since the time of, I mean, he was
Prarthana,
there in Prarthana,
Prarthana,
Bhopar Pagul, absolutely
he is brilliant.
brilliant,
He is
crazy,
brilliant.
crazy, crazy. Also, coming back to your point, this, I mean, it comes off very epic as we keep mentioning, but also it's very grounded. So
Hmm.
I mean, thinking about the festival or what they are celebrating, it's very grounded in a manner. The melody is very grounded. The melody is not too complex. It's not like, not everyone can sing it.
Hmm.
So if you want to, you can. It's very simple melody but beautifully done, very grounded. It's just the beats and the surrounding grass foring choir and
Hmm.
all.
Hmm.
The choir in the background is just adding to the magic.
Hmm. Yeah. Absolutely. One last thing that I want to mention when we talk about the master stroke that has been done, I think the inclusion of Islamuddin and the actual boatman, Fazlu Majhi,
Fazlu
right?
Majhi.
You need to have someone who could actually imitate or accentuate the voice of the boatman. And they were actually doing it. The theatrics that was there in their voice, only in their voice, as well as in their performance, was just the cherry on the top for me.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, love this setup. The whole setup, the set design, the element, the visual elements. The boat was there. I mean,
Mm.
they had a boat there
Both
as well, right? The whole wardrobe,
wardrobe and attire.
everything,
Mm.
everything, from very modern to very animated, to very earthy and
Mm.
very original.
Mm.
Everything was there.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm actually now looking forward to doing the top five of this season because I'm intrigued about your choices already. I know three of the tracks might make it for me, might make the cut for me, but let's see how the remaining tracks comes up and what they have in store because for me they are doing they're taking it level above.
This season, pretty much all the songs are overwhelming.
Mm,
So, the last season, you would, you would, marvel at
mm,
songs.
mm.
Chilter Road, the one
Dokino
with
Hava, Prarthana.
Dokino Hawa, right, Parth? You would marvel at what
Mm,
they have created.
mm,
This time around, because of visuals and the extra elements,
mm,
it has been overwhelming, and
mm.
it takes a lot of time to properly, let it settle.
Yeah, that's true. That's completely true.
I
Oh,
mean, this hasn't been. I mean, I haven't been able to completely digest it even now. I've heard it so many times.
all right, then let's conclude it here. I think I personally know for myself, I'm going to listen to it again and again throughout this week. And I would push you to listen to it a lot more
I
than
would
I think
absolutely. I
you already
would.
have. Yeah. But let us know your thoughts around it and educate us about the artist as well, especially about Islamuddin and Fazlu Majhi. I haven't have listened to their work in past, but let us know if you know any interesting work from them as well. We'll catch up on the next one. You want to add something?
Yeah, Pritam has dropped an EP. We are going to listen. I mean, we are going to be
Oh
listening to it
yes.
together pretty soon. So yeah,
Yeah.
good times. Spring.
Good times, good times. Literal spring.
Yeah,
All right then. Talk to you soon again, my friend, and we'll catch up on the next one. Take care.
absolutely. Bye bye.
Goodbye.